Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited because September 10th is the release day for a book by one of my favorite authors. Liane Moriarty is releasing her new book, Here One Moment, and I am so excited for it. I pre-ordered it several months ago. I'm getting an autographed copy. I cannot wait to get it. And I am actually gonna get the opportunity to go see her in person on her North America book tour. I am so excited. I'm gonna try to control my fangirling. I'm so excited. Hello, future editing Bonnie here. I have once again mispronounced the name of one of my favorite authors, and at this point it's just getting embarrassing. Her name is Liane Moriarty, and in this whole video I kept saying Liane, so I apologize, Liane. And apparently I just need to look up online how to pronounce people's names if I have never heard them said before. So I do apologize. Her name is Liane. Liane Moriarty is an incredible writer. I so admire the way that almost all of her books have a lot of characters, a lot of main characters, and they all have so much depth and backstory and relatability. And I'm blown away as a writer the way that she can do that. To be able to feature so many different characters and so many different stories, it's just amazing. Her ability to capture real life in each of her characters and the way that the characters have individual plot lines and then their plot lines intertwine. And yeah, her writing inspires me. In light of the fact that her 11th book is coming out, I thought I would do a video about her other books. Originally, I was going to talk about all of them and rank them, but 10 books in one video is a lot. So I'm just gonna talk about my top 4. So coming in at my number 4, although let's be honest, it was really hard to actually rank these. So I don't know if this is set in stone as my number 4. Let's just say it's my number 4 at the moment. Apples Never Fall. This book follows the Delaney family, 2 parents and 4 adult children. This family is a tennis family through and through, with Stan and Joy owning a tennis academy, and Stan has been a tennis coach for years. He's trained some of the best, and each of their children, at varying points and levels, also have been tennis players. When a young woman named Savannah knocks on Stan and Joy's door, Joy answers the door, and pretty soon the two of them have developed a friendship, but that friendship kind of makes the Delaney children uncomfortable. A few months later, Joy is missing, Savannah is missing, and the children are trying to figure out where their mom is, what happened, and why is their dad starting to look suspicious. This book is phenomenal, not only for the writing, but the way that it talks about family ties and belonging and gratitude and being seen and being taken for granted and motherhood and parenthood and parent and adult child relationships. So good. It was also turned into a TV series if you want to see the adaptation. As per usual, the book is way better and the TV show does change a few things, but it was still a pretty good show and it's on Peacock if you would like to see it. Number 3 is actually the first book by Liane Moriarty that I read, and that is The Husband's Secret. I'm just gonna read the Goodreads description for this one. My darling Cecilia, if you're reading this, then I've died. Imagine that your husband wrote you a letter to be opened after his death. Imagine, too, that the letter contains his deepest, darkest secret, something with the potential to destroy not just the life you built together, but the lives of others as well. Imagine, then, that you stumble across that letter while your husband is still very much alive. Cecilia Fitzpatrick has achieved it all. She's an incredibly successful businesswoman, a pillar of her small community, and a devoted wife and mother. Her life is as orderly and spotless as her home. But that letter is about to change everything, and not just for her. Rachel and Tess barely know Cecilia, or each other, but they too are about to feel the earth-shattering repercussions of her husband's secret. Acclaimed author Liane Moriarty has written a gripping, thought-provoking novel about how well it is really possible to know our spouses, and ultimately ourselves. And number 2, 9 Perfect Strangers. 9 people gather at a remote health resort. Some are here to lose weight, some are here to get a reboot on life, some are here for reasons they can't even admit to themselves. Amidst all of the luxury and pampering, the mindfulness and meditation, they know these 10 days might involve some real work. But none of them could imagine just how challenging the next 10 days are going to be. Frances Welty, the formerly best-selling romantic novelist, arrives at Tranquillum House nursing a bad back, a broken heart, and an exquisitely painful paper cut. She's immediately intrigued by her fellow guests. Most of them don't look to be in need of a health resort at all, but the person that intrigues her most is the strange and charismatic owner-director of Tranquillum House. Could this person really have the answers Frances didn't even know she was seeking? Should Frances put aside her doubts and immerse herself in everything Tranquillum House has to offer, or should she run while she still can? It's not long before every guest at Tranquillum House is asking exactly the same question. It has I don't want to give spoilers. It has things in it that are not my typical go-to elements of a plot, but again, she wrote 9 characters. It's so good. The way that they all have their own stories. Okay, yeah, I can't say too much. I really enjoyed this book. And my number 1 favorite so far, The Hypnotist's Love Story. It was so hard to choose, and I was debating on my favorite, but right now I think this is my favorite. Ellen O'Farrell is a professional hypnotherapist who works out of the eccentric beachfront home she inherited from her grandparents. It's a nice life, except for a tumultuous relationship history. She's stoic about it, but at this point, Ellen wouldn't mind something long-term. When she meets Patrick, she's optimistic. He's attractive, single, employed, and best of all, he seems to like her back. Then comes that dreaded moment. He thinks they should have a talk. Braced for the worst, Ellen is pleasantly surprised. It turns out that Patrick's ex-girlfriend is stalking him. Ellen thinks, actually, that's kind of interesting. She's dating someone worth stalking. She's intrigued by the woman's motives. In fact, she'd even love to meet her. Ellen doesn't know it, but she already has. So good. So as of now, those are my top 4 Liane Moriarty books. Her new book, Here One Moment, is going to be released September 10th, and it looks like this book is going to be about an airplane and the passengers on the airplane, and someone on the plane called the Death Lady who predicts when people will die. And eventually people start dying when she predicted that they will. So it sounds like it's going to have themes of living in the moment, destiny, how to live your life, how to spend your time. It sounds like it's going to be good, and I'm sure the characters will be impeccably written. If you have not read Liane Moriarty, I highly encourage you to. She's so great. If you have read her, please let me know your favorite book by her. I would love to talk all things Liane Moriarty. And if her new release is also on your TBR, let me know that too, and maybe we can compare notes after. And until next time, happy reading.